Love Island USA Season 6 Episode 27 Recap. Movie night drama leaves 3 islanders dumped. Love Island USA Season 6 has been a massive success for Peacock, and with the islanders reeling from the first half of the disastrous movie night revealing what happened at Casa Amor, things have been intensifying in the villa. While the twist shook things up for the Love Island USA Season 6 cast when the original islanders were separated, with the men going to Casa to meet a batch of new women while the women stayed in the villa to meet a batch of new men. Now that everyone has come back together, their actions while apart have had consequences. Throughout Love Island USA Season 6, a core group of islanders has been taking charge and staying firm in the villa. Even with the Casa Amor twist changing the game, the original core of islanders have been in the villa for the majority of the season. With many of the original islanders still in the villa, and some still coupled up with the connections they made in the earliest days of the season, the bonds built throughout Love Island USA Season 6 have become strong. The women of the series have built particularly strong connections, leaving them heartbroken during eliminations. Throughout the last episodes of Love Island USA Season 6, the cast came back together and got to hear about each other's Casa experiences, which left many of the former couples shocked at what happened. The biggest displays of shocking behavior came from Aaron Evans, who was coupled up with Kayler Martin throughout the season, but tested the waters with others during Casa Amor. After admitting some of what he'd done to Kayler, seeing it with her own eyes was difficult, especially after Aaron had tried to soften the blow by telling her he loved her earlier in the week. After movie night concluded, Kayler and Aaron had a lot to discuss, as did Serena Page and Cordell Beckham. While both pairs had uncoupled to go to Casa, Kayler and Serena were anticipating their guys coming back to the villa and recoupling with them after the twist. Seeing their behavior during Casa Amor, neither were entirely sure about what their futures held. Serena and Cordell talked through things, deciding to start fresh and be closed off from other connections. While Kayler was hurt, she had too hard a time staying mad at Aaron, accepting his apology and solidifying their bond. The recoupling signaled the end for 3 of the women on Love Island USA Season 6, which was difficult for many of them to handle after forming such emotional connections to one another. One by one, the men chose who they wanted to couple up with until just 3 women were left, all to be eliminated from the competition. Kendall Washington chose to couple up with Nicole Jackie, while Kenny Rodriguez chose to couple up with Jana Craig, and Kane Bacon chose to couple up with Sierra Mills. Expectedly, Cordell chose to couple up with Serena, and Aaron chose to couple up with Kayler. It was no surprise that Miguel Herici chose to couple up with Leah Cadup, and Rob Roush chose to couple up with Daniela Ortiz Rivera. This left Liv Walker, who entered the villa as the first bombshell of the season, Dia McKee, and Catherine Marshall without a couple, meaning they were single and dumped from the island. Although Love Island USA tends to leave eliminated contestants out of the villa, they do bring back islanders from past seasons and global iterations of the franchise for another shot at love from time to time. Harrison Luna, who appeared on Love Island USA Season 5 and left the villa with Emily Chavez midway through the season, returned to the villa after the recoupling, shocking the islanders. Love Island USA host Ariana Maddox shared that Harrison would be getting a very important text within the next day, explaining that he could be changing the experience entirely for some comfortable islanders. Subscribe the channel to get such videos.